Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to talk about a really important topic, something that I encounter a lot with ladies that is really frustrating, and one of those things where you feel like, oh my gosh, no one understands. No one understands how terrible this is when I am doing everything I'm supposed to do and I still feel like I am gaining weight. I am getting more weight around my midsection. My pants are getting tired. I am not feeling good. The more I try, the more I feel like garbage, the more fatigued I get, the more, mental fog I get, and it becomes tougher and tougher and tougher for me. Oh, why is that? Hi there, Kaylin. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm going to cover a few important things to really think about and examine for yourself. And these are things where some of it may be very different information than what you've heard before, but these are all things that I cover in detail in one-on-one sessions in my 12-week program. So I have a new 12-week program. It is starting April 2nd. So if you are needing help with your nutrition, with matching your nutrition to your hormones and really turning things around for your health and everything else, this is going to be the perfect thing for you. I'm going to put a link in the comments below where you can schedule a one-on-one call with me, and we can talk about any questions you have or any things that you've been struggling with, specifically protein numbers, macros, all these other things, right? I do have my book, The Female Fat Solution, which is available on Amazon, and my podcast, The Female Health Solution, which is on iTunes, so you can download that and listen to some fantastic information there too. It's all different. I dive into different information there. So even if you've read the book and you're like, yeah, I don't know, it's probably the same stuff, it's a little bit different. It's just shared differently. And so, sometimes I'm better at talking things through so you can learn more in depth there. But like I said, this 12-week program is the program that really, really helps women turn things around, especially if you feel like things are definitely going in the wrong direction for you and you are not sure how to flip it around. You are scheduled Tuesday at 6:30. Perfect. Yes. Yeah. So like I said, this is a free call. I am more than happy to chat with you on little things that you can do to turn things around. And the thing is that I'm super passionate about helping women and getting the right nutrition for you and finding the right tools for you. Not every body is different. You have been through different things than other women have. So your path is going to be different. So the nutrition plan is customized. There's grocery lists, right? There's other resources, videos, accountability group. There's so much support that you're going to be successful with. So for women, when we talk about, oh my God, I feel like I keep gaining weight. I feel like I'm eating less and less and gaining weight. What the heck is going on? Oftentimes what you're doing is really focusing on calories, and instead of decreasing calories, you should make sure that you're getting enough nutrient in, and oftentimes it's going to be increasing calories. Now, like I said, this is not the same for everybody. Every body is different, but I can't tell you how many times I will chat with somebody and be like, oh, well, so tell me what you eat all day. What are you getting in your body? Well, I have like a little snack, I don't have breakfast and I have a little snack for lunch and da-da-da-da, and then I get really hungry and I eat a big dinner, and I'm like, but still, that's not enough calorie for the day. No wonder you're tired, right? Because women are trained. We're trained to feel like we need to eat less. We just need to keep eating less, and that's going to be better for us. Oh, well, if you're not feeling good, how are you going to get a good result? You're not, right? You're just not. Oh, these things make me crazy. So this is a whole new way of looking at your food and your nutrition, getting the right kind of dense nutrient calorie for you, really pumping your body full of healthy nutrients. Totally different. Protein. I can't tell you how many times women do not get enough protein for their activity level, for their stress levels. Holy cannoli, stress will totally wipe you out. And this is something that I went through myself in the past year. Having a lot of stress and really feeling like your body just gets completely wiped out from it and having to build it back up. It's a hard thing to do. And it's even harder. You are working against yourself if you do not have enough protein in your day. So really getting protein, you want to work on getting it for your lean muscle mass. So how much is that for you? It's going to depend on what some of your goals are. So these are some of the things that I help tweak for women and work with on, because what my goals are going to be different than for somebody else. Okay, a couple of questions. How do we determine our calorie intake? Great question. Hi, Beth. So calorie intake, the tough thing is I actually don't have women measure calories, except for at certain specific times, knowing that you need more nutrients sometimes than others. So let me rephrase. That's sort of a roundabout way to answer this. The other thing too is that if you are finding this information helpful, I would so appreciate you hitting that share button, because so many women are struggling with this same thing too and not knowing what to do. So you would be helping spread this message by clicking that share button. I would appreciate it. So calories is one thing that I don't recommend women necessarily count all the time, because it's not always about the calorie, right? 100 calories of gummy bears is going to be very different in your body than 100 calories of almonds. How your body processes and uses that fuel. So it's more about the nutrient overall. And a lot of women who are, if this is their story that they're experiencing, I feel like I'm not eating anything, yet I'm gaining weight. Why? I have a salad and I feel like I gain weight from that salad. Yeah, because if your body is really stressed out, if your metabolism is shut down, it will hold on to all that calorie. For women that are really active, it's also especially important that you're getting enough nutrient in, aka more calorie, because your body needs it to burn it. Otherwise, it's going to be that busy lifestyle, that high energy, lots of activity, right? So I'm, playing football and I'm training and doing other things. I'm eating more now than I was 6 months ago, 9 months ago, because I have to, because of the physical, demands that I'm putting on my body. And honestly, I feel great. I have a lot of energy, all these other things, as long as I get my snacks in. But it's one of those things that's not necessarily about calorie per se versus getting the right nutrients and everything for your body. So hopefully that answers that question. What if you want to lose weight? Should you count macros or calories? Yeah, that's such a good question, Beth. Yes, macros. Well, and mostly protein, focusing on that protein first. Because here's the other thing too, where people look at and they're like, oh, I'm supposed to get this percentage of macros, and that's what they're focused on. It's not about a percentage. It's about getting enough fuel for you. So get that protein in first, because it doesn't help if you're just trying to get percentages and fit a percentage within a calorie. It's a percentage of, here's an example. This is a total tangent, by the way. I will get back on track in just a minute, I promise. Okay, so here's an example. Percentages. It's 40% carb, 40% protein, and 20% fat. And that's a really healthy macro balance. Sure. But all of this has to still be within the umbrella of 1,800 calories. Ugh. Not that that's bad or wrong, but for a lot of women that are stuck and not moving forward, you can't keep doing the same thing. You just can't. You have to get the right proteins for your body, your muscle, and what your goal is. Otherwise, you're missing that mark. What these are then, the carb and the fats, after it, I almost want to say, who cares? Those proteins are the first thing to hit on. Once you get the right amount of proteins in your body, you will build more lean muscle that turns your body into a fat burning machine. So that's what the problem is right now with women who are eating less and less, feeling and they're gaining weight because your metabolism has gone to poo. It's not working for you. You need to turn it on, and that's a process to go through. So that's what I take women through in this 12-week program. That's what I focus on. And really making sure you are getting the right result and keeping that right result. So it's not about just percentages or the number of calories, because this is how it all fits in. And this looks really pretty. It does. It does look pretty. It looks like it's so nice, and you can calculate it, and then you can pick the foods and plug it in and da-da-da-da-da. Super duper. You know who this is really great for? Men. This is really great for men. Why is this really great for men? Because their bodies are the same pretty much every day. Every day of the month, their bodies are the same. It's not different. This is the way it is. And if their bodies are under excess stress, it doesn't react any drastically differently for their metabolism. The female body is designed to store fat. The female body reacts completely differently to stress than the male body, meaning it will shut down the metabolism and store more any type of nutrient it can get as fat. Yay! Kelvin, nothing worse than a poop metabolism. Right, Kelvin? Oh my God, right? Ugh. I'm getting like really fired up. And this is ridiculous because I actually had football practice tonight and I left and I'm still wearing my pads on my bottoms. So it's a little uncomfortable. Anyway, but I had to jump on and do this and talk about this because it is that important. Okay. So, like I said, I have my 12-week program. I'm going to put a link in the comments below. So if you are struggling, click on that link and I'm more than happy to chat with you and navigate some of these things. And if you're finding this helpful, please share it because a lot of women are feeling like this. Okay. Oh, the calories things. Last thing I'm going to say about calories. Let me switch color markers because that's pretty. One specific thing, especially for women with calories, your body needs more calories at different times of the month. Yep, when your body's higher in progesterone, you should be consuming more nutrient, aka more calorie. So I don't think of calorie as like just the number. It's really the nutrient that you're bringing into your body. So more nutrient during days 15 through 28 of your cycle. That's when you need more calorie. How much more calorie? Anywhere from 300 to 500 calories. Extra healthy fats, extra proteins. It can be more carbs if you need. You know, it's good if it's a variety of all of those, but especially extra healthy fats during this point here. Again, for women to not pay attention to that, that's where you're not fueling your body correctly for the hormones that you're having. So your body will see that as a stressor and slow down your metabolism more. There's a little thing like that. Huge difference in your results, in your energy, in everything else that you're encountering and trying to move forward with your health. So, does that answer your question? Because I kind of went on that tangent there. So, let me know if that answered your question. Again, percentages of nutrients and macros sounds really good, but it's not necessarily like match your proteins to your lean muscle mass and get that muscle mass where you need it. Sharon, what if you've gone through menopause? Excellent question, Sharon. Yes. Let me answer that in just 1 second. So once this protein is here, then you can do a ton of really fun things in the body that then the female body will respond to beautifully. Things like carb cycling. So altering this number up and down. And I love carb cycling because of the amazing results. Women who are going through menopause, do they need more calories? Yes, Connie, excellent question. Oh, I love these questions. See, it's so good. Carb cycling helps burn more and teach your body to burn more carbs, especially women who've had their metabolism shut down more. Your body doesn't process those sugars because it wants to store them. It does. It wants to hold on to it really tightly. Just pack everything away in your fat cells and hold on to it forever and ever and ever. Okay. So you can alter your carbs to do that. And then the healthy fats, again, healthy fats are necessary for proper hormone function. Yes. So again, this is a great model for a male body, not necessarily a female body, especially a female body that has been stressed out, that has been struggling, that has been storing fat. That tells you that something is going on and that is not correct. Yes. Okay. So talked about calories, more calories at different times of the month, talked about protein, getting that lean muscle mass first, turning on your metabolism more and supporting your body in the way that it needs. The other thing, so hormone change. I think you guys asked those questions. Just segue into the next piece because that's pretty good. Thanks. So when your body starts to gain and gain and gain more, there can be just a hormone shift or change. Hormones can be, cortisol hormone, thyroid hormone, vitamin D is a hormone as well. Estrogen, progesterone, also hormones. Yes. So having a hormone change, women who are in perimenopause or menopause, Lisa, you love those headbands. Thank you. This is actually, if you guys have good suggestions, you should tell me because this is actually what I wear underneath my football helmet. Otherwise, do you see this? Seriously, I had practice tonight. Otherwise, my hair gets a little like that. So I'm trying to find things for my hair in football. Any advice would be appreciated. Anyway, message me some really cool headband things that I can buy on Amazon or something, or from a great company or something like that. All right, back to hormone changes. Hormone changes. like perimenopause, menopause, women will go through and gain anywhere from 7 to 10 pounds. You are magnetic. Oh, thank you, Connie. But women will gain 7. Thank you for saying that, because that's the other thing. Sometimes I feel like I'm delivering terrible news to women. Like, oh, your body's just going to gain weight when you go through menopause. On average, no matter what you do, if you're exercising, eating healthy, your body's going to gain 7 to 10 pounds. Yay! But you don't have to feel so down about it, because there's amazing nutrition tricks and, different things that you can tap into to switch things around in your body. Yes, girls play football. Yep, I play on a women's professional football team. Full tackle, full pads, everything. Yep. Yeah. It's called the Minnesota Vixen. You can look them up. You should follow their Facebook page. Yes, Vixen. Yeah, see? Yeah, it's good. All right, so women will gain weight from going through menopause in and of itself. And that shift in hormone is stressful on the body so that it slows things down and stores things. It's amazing. How do we know when we are in perimenopause, about 45 years old? That's, again, the tough thing about this time frame for women is that it's not simple and it's not cut and dry. Again, like the male body, it's like calories in, calories out, or you can like plug and play things. It's so different. It's really different. The female body, very dynamic, and not the same as that at all. It's not calories in, calories out. That hormone shift and change will be different. Perimenopause and menopause starts at different ages, different lengths of time. Women, if you like just Google stuff, they'll be like, oh yeah, you can be going through menopause from anywhere from 1 to 10 years. How is that helpful? Like, what? Yeah. Oftentimes you can, ask your mom or aunts or sisters or things like that. And Lisa, you were in perimenopause from 35 to 52 before it stopped. See, yes, it can be so different. Women can experience such different things. So sometimes there's family traits that can help, like, oh, my mom experienced this around this time, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of times you can maybe expect to, experience some of those same things too. But a lot of it is you notice a shift in energy. And for women, one of the first things is that weight gain. And it's that weight gain right around the midsection. That's a hormonal weight gain right around the abdomen, like middle to lower abdomen and then into the hips and thighs. And you see that on a lot of women because that's where women store the most, because that's where it gets stored with hormones. Becky, you're saying 38 to 44 for you. Yeah, see? This is fantastic. I really appreciate you ladies sharing, because a lot of women don't know this, or they're just feeling lost or feeling like, oh, is this just me out here? I don't really know. So when your body goes through these hormone changes, it's even more important to get that right protein for your lean muscle mass. Connie, you're already given up. Don't give up, Connie. There's still hope. So your body needs more protein to support the lean muscle mass so you can really maintain your progress during hormonal shifts so it doesn't backslide for you. And there's all these other tactics that you can go through. So let me just jot this down quick, because these tactics are super helpful, but they're most effective when you have enough nutrient and protein, at least, in your body. Yes, right? How much protein per weight? So you're going to want to pair that in grams per lean muscle mass at least. But once you have that, then you can go through things like the carb cycling. Can you guys still see that? Yes. And intermittent fasting. Sometimes if you try and jump into some of those tactics right away, it's not going to have the same result. So this is why I have a 12-week program for women. I'm going to make sure you're getting enough protein. I'm going to make sure you're protein pacing. I'm going to make sure your body is absorbing said protein and that your digestive system is working properly, because these hormone changes can shift your digestive system. Yay! And then we're going to layer on top of there carb cycling, intermittent fasting, and switch off so that your metabolism doesn't get a chance to rest. It's going to be constantly working for you, really, really hard for you. That's how women get amazing results in 12 weeks, because it takes a minimum of 12 weeks for hormones to shift in the body. So if you're trying to program for women and you're making these nutrition changes, sorry, spots bumping around down here, and you're not making those changes for at least 12 weeks, You're not allowing it to make an imprint on your body and your hormones, meaning it would be a lasting impression. So these are all things that you learn and that I go through, and there's a ton more resources and everything else. But that's really, really important, that these hormone changes, especially through menopause. And then after that, making sure your nutrients are on target. Yes. So sometimes people will say, oh, match your protein in grams for whatever you weigh, but that's not always the case for women. So it does depend. But again, that's where we can chat. You can schedule a call. I'm more than happy to chat with you and kind of navigate some of these things. And then lastly, I'm going to just mention nutrition timing. Nutrition timing, especially around any activity, because as hormones shift in the body for women, one of the really tough things is this. You have to really make sure your body is properly fueled and fueled at all times. Otherwise, it seems stressful for your body, and that contributes to slowing down your metabolism, right? It's like, oh, come on. Like, I always have to be kind of watching what I'm eating and how much I'm getting, to really get things going. And then once you get in that groove, it's so different, because you will notice right away your body gets triggered and says, you know what? I need my snack now. I need this now. I'm going to keep this going. And it's amazing how your life will shift and change. You will stay focused, you will stay energized, and you will get and maintain results like you've never had before. So it's a really different thing, especially around activities, getting the right nutrients in your body. And like I said, like this is not something that I recommend women do. If we aren't hungry till noon, do we have to eat breakfast first thing in the morning? Excellent question. It depends. If you're not hungry and you've never really been hungry, or it's been a while since you've been hungry in the morning, chances are your metabolism has slowed down. Unless you're doing it specifically to do some type of intermittent fasting schedule, your body should feel and be going through a hunger stage in the morning. You want to be burning through stored glycogen. If you're not eating and you're fasting or something like that. But if you're not hungry, you're not going to really be burning through that stored glycogen, because everything gets shut down. Yeah. So that's an issue and something to work towards, because the hard thing for people who don't eat in the morning, or they're not hungry, right, is that you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like, eat a huge breakfast buffet in the morning? Ooh. No, that's hard. That's really hard. So it's more about easing things into it. For some gals, we do one of my favorite things to do for this is a combination of things. And you slowly back up the eating time, and you do have to time it and tell yourself, yep, okay, I've got to eat now. I know it's 11 o'clock, but I've got to get something in. And even if it's small, but you also want it to be a healthier fat. And slowly, get that healthy fat in at 11. Okay. And then you go from there for the rest of the day, and then bump it back to 10:30, and then 10, and then 9:30, and then 9. And throughout, it's like day to day. Back it up. And it can be just a fat bomb. It can be something small, but then an hour to 2 hours later, getting something else in, getting a shake in, having, even if it's a bagel or whatever, a couple of eggs, it can be small to start, and you work your way up from there. It's really difficult for people who do not eat until the later part of the day to all of a sudden flip that switch and just make it completely different. So that's, again, something where, okay, let's ease you into this process and make sure you're successful so you maintain these results. That's the biggest thing that I love achieving with women, is that you make these changes and you keep them. Yes. All right. So this is kind of a long video. We covered a lot of information, a lot of good information on calories and getting the right proteins in, and hormone changes, and these tactics that work well with hormone changes, especially after menopause. Nutrient timing, and why just doing a percentage of your macros is not right for women, because you need more calories during different phases of your cycle and everything. And that's even true for after menopause. There's going to be different calorie amounts that you're going to need throughout the month. That's more related to your metabolism and the hormone change, but it all kind of ties together, right? So I'll put a link below. You can schedule a call with me. My book is on Amazon. My podcast is on iTunes, The Female Health Solution. And if you found this helpful and you're thinking of somebody else that could maybe use this video, click that share button, because I would so appreciate you helping me share my message to reach more women, to give them this info, because they need it. All right, everybody, have a great night and a great start to your week. Yay! Bye.